So my name is Evan Goyke. I'm the State Representative for the 18th Assembly District on the north side. I'm also Dave's representative, so now you know why I'm here. Why I said yes a year ago to start working on this project. First things first, I want to introduce a number of my colleagues that are in the room. In the back, Senator Taylor. Will you wave, Senator Taylor? State Senator Chris Larson. Representative David Crowley. This is the first step in what will hopefully be a very successful birth of a trail caucus in Madison. So let me just kind of back up a little bit and tell you a little bit about what a trail caucus may mean. We caucus. Caucus is basically just means like a room full of people talking about politics or policy. We caucus on issues that we care about. So there are caucuses that are bipartisan in Madison to work on issues that affect children. We have a Black and Latino caucus. We have rural and urban. And so the Trail Caucus fits well in line. This is a nonpartisan or bipartisan issue that can bring us all together. Dave just outlined a number of policy items that should be up for our discussion as a caucus. I'm not here to promise you that we're going to solve all of those. He actually put out some daunting tasks for us to catch up to our neighbors. But what we have to do as elected officials in Madison is first tear down those partisan and parochial walls that stop us from talking to one another. And if you think about a trail is actually a really great vehicle for that. We have a number of state trails that start in one Republican district and end in a Democratic district next door. What a great item to bring those two neighboring different viewpoint legislators into a room to talk about how to collectively support shared infrastructure in their district. So I'm intensely urban. The 18th Assembly District is on the north side, west side of Milwaukee. We don't have a trail. We have 0 miles of trail. We're going to try to remedy that in the future. But my constituents use the Hank Aaron Trail and the Oak Leaf Trail. It's important to them. There are rural districts that have tens or hundreds of miles of trails. And this is a really great issue to bring somebody like me, an urban Democrat, into the room with the Vilas County rural Republican and talk about how we can work together to solve problems. So, trails are complicated also. There's lots and lots of layers of bureaucracy. Local government, county government, state government, federal government. And maybe the Trail Caucus can work to try to streamline some of those rules. So whether you're trying to develop a trail in urban Milwaukee or suburban Ozaukee County or rural Vilas County, we have a state agency or an entity within a state agency that's a one-stop shop to help local, organic, largely volunteer groups develop their trails. It may be a starting point, and then maybe in years future, we can make Dave happy and give him the millions and millions of dollars that we need to catch up to our neighbors. But tonight's the start. So here's my ask to you. First is to talk to one another, introduce yourselves, get to know us elected officials that are in the room. The second thing is to eat and to drink in this wonderful venue. And the third thing is to just commit to paying attention to this idea of a trail caucus and commit to communicating to your elected official in state government that this should be a priority, that they should just go check it out. We, as folks that are going to work to found this trail caucus, promise to keep it nonpartisan, to keep it non-parochial so that no one community wins and another community loses, and we'll keep it free. It's not going to cost your state representative or state senator anything to show up, listen, and to dialogue with us. So as we move forward and as we work on what individual policies come out of this trail caucus, call your elected official, have a meeting with them. Invite them to go out on your favorite mile of your favorite trail to discuss how this is important to you and important to the community you live in. So thank you for showing up. This is the first step. This is the kickoff, the birth of Trail Caucus, and we are hopefully going to have lots of productive bipartisan discussions and then hopefully some good policy and some good funding to come out of this effort. So thank you for being here tonight. Please feel free to stick around, mingle, and I would really encourage you to pick up the information that Dave referenced. It's really incredible, and share it. Put it out there for people to consume, because if they learn that we're falling behind our neighbors, I think it's a really great inspiration to plug in and pay attention to what's going on in Madison. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate you all for being here.